Guys, today I'm going to be talking about a wallet that I received about a month and a half ago and that I've been using non-stop in a few other videos. This is the Recycled Firefighter Slim Wallet, and today I want to do a review on it because I've been extremely impressed with this wallet, and overall I've really loved this wallet. Even before I got it, I knew I've really ever since I made that switch over to slim wallet designs like these that I really wanted this recycled firefighter wallet in particular. I've really loved this design, and today I'm going to be going over, like I said, some of the pluses and negatives of this design. The pluses, one thing that I really do like is the overall design and just how it looks. I think it has a very clean design, and once again, going back to that minimalistic theme, that it has an extremely minimal and elastic band here and this one container for carrying all your stuff. And I really like that clean design, like I said, ultra minimalistic. The one probably slight negative to that is that you can't design. The second thing that I really enjoyed about this wallet is just overall how tough it is. I mentioned this in another video, but overall this recycled fire hose here, especially if you get this slim wallet in recycled fire hose, it is an extremely stiff material. You can see that this wallet does not really want to bend. I mean, obviously, like many other wallets made out of cloth or that kind of material, it does bend, but you can see that I have a very hard time actually getting this piece to bend. And I know this is loaded up with cards right now, so it's going to be a little bit harder, but even still, it is extremely hard to bend, and that rigidity really helps in preventing your cards from breaking. What I overall really enjoyed about this wallet is going with that whole slim design is the overall size. I'm actually going to pull my hand, for better or worse, out of this glove. It is quite cold outside today, but you guys can see how small that is, even in comparison to the Columbia. This is the Columbia side by side. The Columbia is definitely bigger in all dimensions, and it can be a little bit hard to see there, but bigger in all dimensions. Even though it is just a little bit bigger, it is definitely bigger, and not to mention it is thicker. Another thing that I do like, specifically talking about this Columbia wallet going to this, I think I mentioned this in another video, but this plastic here, it used to stick to plastic cards like IDs and credit debit cards. It actually would form this kind of like suction, this plastic here, to plastic cards, and I really disliked that. So like when I had to draw an ID out, I actually would have to break the kind of suction that had formed with this plastic on plastic, and overall I really disliked that because it took just that much longer to withdraw your ID or whatever you needed to present, and I really disliked that. And due to this minimalistic design, of course there's no plastic here to suction like that, and so I really do like that whole fact of just being able to draw things out very easily. With downsides, I do have a couple, but there really aren't any with this design. Of course, there would be more downsides. In fact, that it lacks organization and that you can't put as much as something like this or this in it. But once again, talking from a minimalistic design side, I'm not necessarily going to count those as flaws per se in this design, because when you do get this wallet, you are expecting to run a very minimalistic style. But one thing I will note that is a little bit of a problem with me, and I've had to kind of jury-rig things to fit in here, is that I have noticed the width for this particular wallet it seems to be very, very close to the actual side of just a normal just overall plastic card, such as an ID or a credit debit card. It seems to be very close to the width of that and not any bigger. And what I have noticed, this has been a particular issue for me when trying to fit things that aren't quite that standard size, like hunting licenses and other non-standard licenses, or just pieces of paperwork that you should carry or need to carry on you, have not been able to fit in this without some more complicated bending and kind of, like I said, jury rigging skills. Another thing I've noticed with this is going back to that rigidity. It is a little bit of a minus that is so rigid that at times it's extremely hard to fit paper IDs or paper, just really any kinds of cards, even thicker cardstock paper things. Overall, I find do not really like to slip into these wallets. One, because it's so rigid that the paper often bends, and another thing is with paper is that the surface generally on most paper things is not as slick as plastic, so it tends to catch up because this is the same material both inside and out. The paper tends to catch more on this material and has a harder time actually slipping in and out easily of that. And so for a couple of these pieces, I've actually just wrapped them in plastic so that they can actually slip in and out. Really the only two large downsides to this, looking at it from a minimalistic view, there is at times I kind of wish I could put more in here, but I do like the fact that it keeps you limited to so much, and really it makes you focus on what's important, what do you really need, as opposed to just carrying everything. Anyways guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this review of the Slim Wallet by Recycled Firefighter. I really do love this wallet. Once again, this is a wallet that I have loved for a long time. I've seen it in a lot of other people's channels, and so I knew I just really wanted one, and I was extremely excited to get one, and have been loving the carry ever since. If you guys run Recycled Firefighter, definitely let me know in the comment section below. Tell me what your thoughts are on these Slim Wallets. Let me know what you guys think, and don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, and I'm out.